Hey guys, welcome back. All right, today for art class, we're going to be making some hearts together to get ready for Valentine's Day. So you're going to need a piece of paper, and either a black crayon or a black quick stick. It's up to you. I'm going to kind of be explaining which one you might want to use when we start the video. And this is what we are going to be making today. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about why I used the colors for the heart, the red, orange, and the yellow, and why I stuck with green, blue, and purple for my background, okay? I just painted mine so it's dripping a little bit, so make sure when you paint yours that you don't pick it up like I'm picking mine up right now. Let it dry first. All right, let's get started.
All right, so I have my paper, and I have two options of what I might want to use to do my heart with. So if I wanted a thinner line, I could use this crayon right here, but I think I want a really nice bold black line, so I'm going to use my quick stick. Now, if you want to do it with pencil first, before you go on with something more permanent like this, you can do that and then trace it. I'm just going to go directly onto my paper with this. All right, so I got this ready. And now when I do use this, if I use the top and put it directly down on my paper, I would have a really, really, really thick line. With these, I like to hold them more like a pencil when I'm drawing with them. And that way I still have a nice thick line, but it's not as thick as if I put it directly down on the paper like that. All right, so I'm gonna find the middle of my paper to create my heart. It's about right here. I'm gonna put my quick stick down. And first I'm gonna make an arch on one side, just like that. And then I'm going to slant back in towards the center of my paper. So it ends up ending right about where I started, okay? And then you're just going to repeat the same thing on the other side. So again, put my quick stick where I began, go up, curve over, and slant back in to meet this line right here. There we go. So now I have a nice bold heart. Next, what we're gonna do, and the point of this heart project today, not only for being beautiful and for Valentine's Day, but we're gonna learn a little bit about different types of colors today. So, let me pull them real quick. Let's see. All right, so this is my color wheel right here. You'll notice that it's in rainbow order. So it goes red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. And our color wheel can help us with all different types of things, but today we're gonna just look at it as in two halves. So I'm first gonna take off the green, the blue, and the purple. And I am left with red, orange, and yellow, the first three colors of the rainbow. These are what are known as the warm colors, okay? So when I think about warm colors, I think of sunsets, suns, fire, things that are actually warm and that you would use these colors to color with, okay? So we're gonna use the warm colors to paint our heart. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my paint palette out, and I'm gonna go ahead and open it up and figure out which colors I wanna use and find the warm colors. So this would be a warm color, my red, my orange, and my yellow. And then over here we have our red orange. That would be a warm color as well. And this is a yellow orange, also a warm color. So you can use any of these 5 colors for painting your heart. So let's go ahead and paint our heart first with our warm colors, the one side of our color wheel. And then we're going to come back and talk about our other group of colors. All right. So I have my paintbrush and my watercolors right here ready to go. Now in class, I noticed that some people weren't getting a whole lot of paint on their paintbrushes. Now when you don't get a whole lot of paint, this is what happens. So my paintbrush is already wet and ready to go. If I just do a few sweeps, see how light and faint that color is? It's not very bright. Now if we want a bright, bold red, what you need to do, get a wet paintbrush, and you really need to swirl your paintbrush into the color. I think we just needed a few reminders when we did this in class. And then the difference is really, really big. So compared to this light color right here, now we have a much more bright red. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and place these colors randomly in my heart. I kind of just wanna have fun with it, do just little strokes here and there. next, I think I'm gonna pick up some orange. These are brand new watercolors, so I'm really having to work my paintbrush in them to get them ready to go and ready to paint. All right, again, I'm just kind of having fun putting little strokes all over my heart. I want to go back with a little more red before I do my yellow. And you can overlap too, because the cool thing about using these colors that are close together on the color wheel, how they're right next to each other, you're not going to get mud or a muddy color when you mix these together. All right, and finally I'm going to go in with my yellow. All right, I'm going to put that in the spaces I have not painted yet. I'm going to find all those peekaboos and use yellow there. All right, there we go. So I have used all of my warm colors inside my heart. So now that we have painted the inside of our heart, we're going to now paint the outside. But we're not going to use our warm colors for this. We are going to learn about our next set of colors. So let me put this to the side. Get my color wheel back over here. This is wet, so I'm going to move it. Here we go. So we just did these. Next, I'm going to put the rest of my color wheel back on. My green, my blue, and my purple. Okay, let's take off the half we just learned about, our yellow, orange, and red. Okay, and so now we're left with these three colors. These three colors are called our cool colors, okay? They're green, blue, and purple. And they take up the other half of our color wheel. Now, some things I think of when I think of our cool colors. I think of maybe a snowy landscape or maybe ocean and an underwater scene, something like that. So we're going to use these to paint around our heart, and it's really going to make our heart stand out by using our cool colors all around our warm colors. So I'm going to go get those ready. Get my heart back on my table. Here we are. And let's look at our color palette here, our paint palette, and pick out our cool colors. There are a few more cool colors than warm colors actually on here. So we have our regular green, blue, and purple up here, which I'm probably going to use. And then down here you have some as well too. So you kind of have your lime green, your yellow green right here. This one right here is more of an emerald green. And then you have another blue, and then that deeper blue right over here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and you can use any of these colors on your background. And then we'll go ahead and get started. Let's see, find my paintbrush. Here we go. Make sure I clean it first. Get all those warm colors off. There we go. All right, I think I'm going to start with some green. And again, I'm just going to kind of have fun placing it all around my paper. Now, some people in class or some students, some of y'all's friends, they did a little bit of a pattern. So like on their heart, they did red, orange, and yellow. And then in the background, they did green, blue, and purple. So you could do that too, or you could just kind of do a little random brush strokes like I'm doing. And again, if you overlap, you're not going to get a muddy color. So don't be worried about that. All right, let me get some purple. It's getting a little scratchy. Some more water. think I'm gonna get some of this darker green over here too. And add some of that. Oh yeah, that looks nice. There we go. I'm almost done. I might leave a few little white spots, but I am going to try to get most of them. Maybe go in with a little more blue in some of these spots. There we go. A little spot right there. Okay. And I think I'm done. I'm pretty happy with how it looks right now. So today we learned about our warm colors and our cool colors. All right. I can't wait to see what you guys did. And I hope you had fun painting these fun hearts with me today. I'll see y'all next week.